Morgan, how's things so far?
So good. No. So 5 to go. 5 to go, and really it's ironing out situational football. You know, things that we harp on about being situationally intelligent, how an offense is going to, or a defense is going to change based on the situation. Not quite good enough in the 2-minute situation right now, really on both sides of the ball. Big plays over the top, dropping the football. Not as efficient as we need to be, so we got to clean that stuff up. And now it's, you're not really installing much. It's cleaning things up. I love the progress that's being made, but we're not there yet. And good thing is we don't play for a little bit, so we're still cleaning that stuff up. Love the progress of, Creed's a guy I got to shout out, because that's a guy that has made a ton of progress. He's leading by example, outside of celebrating the wrong way on the touchdown. But anyway, really proud of that kid, and but good practice overall.
How's the health of the team overall so far?
Yeah, good health. Like I said, our strength staff's done a heck of a job. I feel like we're practicing the right way, and so that's a product of your training, in my opinion. And the good thing is that I think the percentage of live reps that we've had in relationship to our team crossover is the highest it's ever been. So you would think, okay, you're doing a whole lot more tackling, there should be more injuries, but no. In my opinion, you get injured when you're not doing things right, training the right way, eating the right way, sleeping the right way. So it's credit to the team and our strength staff and nutrition staff, everyone involved in making sure guys are training the right way.
What's the separation look like with your first line and second line in terms of the offensive line?
I would say no separation, right? Everyone is competing. Everyone's competing, and everyone needs to know that they don't have a starting spot. It's no starting spots until the week before we play. And, people pay attention to depth charts. I've never thought a depth chart doesn't mean anything until the week of the game. That's when a depth chart means something. So until then, everyone just own your 20 square feet, keep improving, find out what your deficiencies are, and work your butt off to get better at them.
Can you speak to Nate Johnson and his kind of
that's another guy that's fully bought into being a wide receiver, that's making play after play. Was really inconsistent last year in terms of catching the ball, in terms of doing the things that I think he was asked to do in terms of finishing routes and being a hand catcher. All that stuff he has fully bought in. Bump has done a heck of a job with him, and to Nate's credit, what a great mindset he's coming to this offseason with, and he's seeing the benefits of it.
A couple weeks ago you said you needed to see more from your corners. How have they developed over the last week and a half?
I'm actually pretty pleased. I look at, because we lost Smith, so you're looking at the nickel position, and Rock Caldwell and Nick Brown. That's a guy that's really stepped up. He's got to have a heck of a summer, though, because he's just a little bit too light. But speed-wise, really good. And Caldwell, smart, heady football player. His length is an issue, and he's gotten faster. So I really like the nickel position. Eli Reed on the outside, Scooby leading, Bobo Chenault. So we've definitely got the guys there, and Sharif's doing a great job coaching them up. So, yeah, I know I mentioned that early on, and the progress has been great.
Bert Franklin, as someone who maybe could have gone and started elsewhere, what does it say about him that he came back to Utah?
That he loves it here, that he loves the culture, that he sees himself as being able to succeed here. He's a competitor, and for guys that love to compete and you look at this place, why would you want to leave? You've got a fan base that loves the players. You got fans that show up every single home game. We're a winning program, and he's sitting there in a sweet spot right now. So absolutely love Bird and his attitude, and I think you all have seen the progress in the time that you've been out here, right? It's pretty awesome.
You guys have expanded your recruiting into the South a little bit, and when I asked Sharif a couple weeks ago just about some of the negative recruiting stereotypes that you guys have to battle, you've seen it as the defensive coordinator. I'm curious, as the head coach, how do you answer some of the questions just about the state of Utah and just what it is to recruits?
I let the visits speak for themselves. And I've recruited Houston my entire career, and I maybe can count on one hand the amount of times I've figured I've had to face negative stereotypes. You know, I think that's more of a myth than anything. I think when people visit and you recruit them enough and you establish these relationships, they see what we're all about, and more importantly, they feel what we're all about. I tell recruits and their families, don't pay attention to what you see. Everyone's going to have great facilities. Everyone's going to have great support. Pay attention to how you feel, and that's culture.
Awesome.